Hello there, fellow summoners. MadDogHT here, and trying to get caught up on all my war videos. And this is in season 26, war number 7. It's against SHBR, Superhero BR, which I think is a Brazilian alliance. So these guys were really good. And yeah, let's get into the lane, which we're going up path 2 in section 1 with the strike counter fury and power struggle, and I'm gonna bring in my thing to take care of this stuff. Strike counter fury thing just destroys pretty much anyone and everyone on this lane. And if you don't know, basically the whole concept is to just ignore strike counter fury. It will help you. If you don't manage your combo, you just let those furies build up as high as they can go, and thing being a max sig, he will trigger protection pretty much on every hit when it's not activated, and they'll be just doing 1 HP damage on those parries and all that stuff. So it's just beautiful. So we're not going to throw any specials, and we're just going to hammer down this Corvus, which is a rank 3, I believe. Yeah, and yeah, we're just going to smash him down. You know, towards the beginning you do take a little bit of chip damage because this Corvus is pretty stacked. If he hits you, it's gonna hurt even into the block. And you know, at the very beginning you don't have any rock stacks or protection enabled, so you do take a little bit of chip damage, but nothing too much to be concerned about. And from then on out, you pretty much don't lose any health as long as you're getting those parries in and not getting smacked around. Protection is pretty much always up, and this makes it a pretty easy fight. Now this is an unawakened Corvus, so I believe I can't remember if I just smash him down with a special. No, we just knock him over with a regular combo. Could have finished it off with a special, but totally unnecessary. So we're gonna move up next, and we have a thing. This is a rank 3 thing. I don't remember the sig level. I don't think it was too crazy high. Yeah, 55. This has brute force, power focus 1, and the strike counter fury. So I'm boosted for this whole path, and basically I just want to get him to throw his specials, and we'll be just fine. The power focus 1 allows you to get him to 15 rock stacks at a special 1 pretty quickly. He was a little bit stingy there at the beginning throwing that special, but I believe from here on out I just throw full 5-hit combos. No, get here. There we go. Making sure that I hit. I think if you do a full 5-hit combo on this, you pretty much always guaranteed to get him to a special 1, which is basically all he's ever gonna get. And at 15 rock stacks, you just hope that he throws it just like that. Yeah, I think for the rest of this fight it goes pretty smooth, and I just keep throwing 5-hit combos, parry, 5-hit combo, and there we shorten that one. But yeah, it makes it pretty easy, and as long as he's throwing specials pretty consistently, nothing too much to be worried about. I mean, the brute force, it's you know, I took a decent chunk at the beginning of the fight, but just don't panic. Just keep your cool and just keep going with the plan to get him to 15 rock stacks at a full bar of power, and you'll be ready to go and take this thing down without any problems. And there he does throw again, and we get in right before the brute force starts ticking again. And you know, things hitting like a beast right now, and I think we're gonna finish him up right here. 5-hit combo. I should have just gone 5-hit right there. Just tap him over, even though he was at 15. I knew that next hit was gonna kill him. So there we go. We take down the rank 3 thing with thing, and then we move up to this hit monkey, which is also a rank 3. This is on node 20. It also has the strike counter fury. It's got armor and power drain. So as long as you don't get hit, power drain's not going to come into play. And for this hit monkey, I'm applying the same strategy as the last two fights. Just smash away and let those furies build up. I'm not going to knock this guy down, which is one of the reasons why he's put on this node. I think we also put him on the node, is that, you know, if you are trying to manage the combo for strike counter fury and not let him get those furies up, you have to knock him down with either a heavy or a special. And if you do that, he goes into his crazy assassin monkey mode stuff where he can evade and he can shrug off debuffs and stuns and all of that mess. So with Thing, even though he's got the class disadvantage, it's not a problem. Hitmonkey doesn't have a high health pool, so if you're good with dexing the L1s, and you can even block, you know, some of them, because the protection is just going to kick in and you're not going to take any block damage. I just stick to the L1s. It's simple for me. 3 simple dash backs, and then, you know, you can punish it, but for war I try to be more safe. I'm not going to punish it, because if you're a tad bit late, you can get parried, and then you can get hit, and it's not gonna go well for your health bar. So just play it nice and safe, and, you know, just try to bait out this guy's special ones as much as possible, and you're pretty much good to go. Generally, he's very willing to throw the special one, and that's why I'm just familiar with it. I've blocked, I think, 2 of them here, parts of them, but normally I get the full dex. And even though he does have that armor up, it is mitigating the damage a little bit, but I'm at 60 passive furies now, so Thing, even with the class disadvantage, with the boosts and those passive furies, he's hitting pretty hard. And it is a longer fight, but I feel like it's pretty dang safe. As long as you're super comfortable with those L1 evades, the fact that you don't have to knock him down or worry about any of his crazy monkeyness where you can evade and shrug off stuff, you don't have any problem. So he's about to go down. Generally, you can throw a special to finish him off, and I should have done it, but I didn't. We just finished him off with a regular combo. Usually it's around 100 hits, and that one exactly was 100 hits. So next up, we move up, and we're going to take out this Longshot with Thing as well. So I've seen Longshot on this node numerous times. This has got the power snack, backup recovery, and outlast. And, you know, if you're given buffs, he can nullify those. And if he gets to a special 2, and you're not incinerate immune, you mess up, you can get wrecked pretty easily. You know, so basically, you know, Thing cannot be power snacked, he can't be nullified, so he's a great option for a lot of the champs that are on this node. And pretty much the only part of this fight you have to worry about is the backup recovery. Make sure that you do not push him to 50% when he's around 1.5, 2 bars of power. And for me, I just make sure that I keep baiting his special one. It's pretty easy to evade, and you can punish it as well, just like you can with the hit monkey. But if you're late, you can get parried. You don't want to get parried and get smashed. So I just try to bait out these special ones. I think this guy does have a little bit of Mystic Dispersion. Yeah, it looks like just like maybe 2 out of 5. So it's kind of nice. Doesn't come into play too bad. But you know, if you do get, at least with Thing, if you do get hit by his special one, the bleeds, Thing is bleed immune, so you won't take big damage. I know I've seen a buddy of mine take this fight with a torch, and he missed the L1 and got hit with a bleed, and he went from like a full health torch to dead just instantly. So gotta be wary of that. And yeah, we're getting close to where we're gonna push him over the 50% mark there. Backup recovery goes into action, and we're just parrying. I do have max petrify, which reduces power gain by 30% while under the stun, so we keep him to a special 1. I haven't really been throwing any specials just because I didn't, I think, know what the Mystic Dispersion was at first, and I didn't want to trigger the extra unstoppable and unblockable that would come from that. And yeah, then we finally throw a special 3 and we smash this dude, get some decent damage off. But yeah, you just gotta be really patient with this fight if you're using Thing. I know there's other options, but Thing to me is, I like using him. He feels very safe. If you're comfortable fighting, hitting, and not, you know, quaking or whatever else, there's other options. But this Thing, he just does really well for this power snack node. And we're gonna finish off with a big special 2, and we kill that Longshot, get the full attack bonus. Now, for this war, I think this is probably one of the few times that I've taken Path 7 ever. I usually don't go on this side of the map, but with all the matchups that we had, we were trying to get counters for. We needed something for this one, and we just decided that we'd go with full-on Torch, even though he is not poison immune. I'm just gonna go full boost, flame on, block everything, try not to trigger any dexes to give extra cause for power gain, even though he is gonna put those pustules on you, and those count as buffs for spite. And we just get to our L2, nuke him down super fast. If you blinked, you missed it. But that was a rank 3 ManThing down by my rank 3 Torch. And then we had a buddy take out this Punisher with Quake, and I was trying to see if I could get to the next fight with my boosts up, and it wasn't quick enough. So we do move up to this Apocalypse. Now, I don't think beforehand this fight, I don't think I've ever taken this node ever. And on top of that, it's got power from afar, kinetic transference, an opportunist. I have never used DocOc in any meaningful fight other than arena. I generally know how he works, and I know you can extend and refresh his debuffs that he can put on, but mine is not awakened. So I do start out with less of those research charges. You have to get him up to 100, and when he's getting those power gains and the power from afar, he is building up those the research charges for that, and I want to get that power lock. So I do get the power lock. Finally, we get it in to where, but I need to be able to counter that special and detonate it. So here we go. So we back off, boom, detonate. And that detonation damage is not capped. It doesn't come into play for protection. And you can see I'm getting some pretty juicy damage coming off of that. And he is power locked. He is not getting back to special 1. And we just want to keep repeat. Just back off, parry, heavy. He finally does get to a special 1. And then he throws, and his special 1 animation again is so long that that power lock goes off, and all my stuff resets. I have to get back to 100, and then we're just hitting into the block to get some of the research build up to get that power lock. And again, that special 1 is too long. So if DocOc was awakened, this fight would have been a lot more straightforward. But he does work, and I think coming up here, I parry him, and I was just too slow on triggering that heavy, and I get hit. Luckily, I just get the weakness put on me, and not that poison, so I am healing back up just a little bit. Nothing too significant, but it does help, but it also is causing me to hit like a little sissy. But yeah, we're doing okay. For my first DocOc fight, I feel like it's working out okay, but man, those special ones, I underestimated like how long they would take, and because they take so long and that power lock falls off, it's really messing with me. And the other thing, I totally forgot that you can throw the special 3 to put on a elongated debuff and basically extend that power lock. I should have done that way earlier in the fight, but we finish off with the special 3 and we get the solo, which is all I really needed. Did gain some experience from that fight, but yeah, we brought in DocOc for just that one fight. And yeah, so we're gonna move up, and my buddy Sheen, he takes out this Terrax on polka dot power, stunning reflection, did a great job. And I tell him, hey, did a great job, and then hey, give me that pre-fight, because he had a pre-fight white Magneto on him, and he puts it on the Professor X, and then I stroll in with my Human Torch, and Human Torch just made this fight like a joke with the pre-fight. You get the stuns, don't have to worry about the brute force. Like if you couldn't stun and reliably get your ends, then it might be a problem, but I'm going to have high temperature, and then every time he touches me, I'm building up smolders, so the damage is just nuts. And because I have the high temperature, when he does go into falter, I can miss, and I backed off there just because I forgot about that part. But so you can just go ham on this guy and not have to worry about brute force ever like being a concern. And yeah, before you know it, this guy is just nuked. And here we go. You can see, even though I had the falter up, I had a high enough temperature to where I could bypass that, and Torch goes down. And that was all my contribution for this war. The boss fight was left to my buddy Turtle, Mirage Turtle, and he did a great job with his Killmonger, rank 3 Killmonger. And yeah, but we did lose to these guys. Man, these guys only died 4 times, which, you know, it's really, really hard to compete with, especially where we're at in the game. So we did lose, but good job to the Superhero Brazil team. So as a review for my fight, for my stuff in the war, I had 7 fights, 7 kills, no deaths. And on the season, I had 57 fights total, 56 kills, 1 death. We dropped to 4-3, and we're number 24 overall in Platinum 1. We're on that borderline now. We need to make sure that we can win some fights and hang in there. But yeah, we're doing okay. But yeah, these guys did a great job. Good job to them. And hopefully we can get them a little more favorable matchup where if we make a few mistakes, it doesn't cost us as much. But that's all for this one, fellas. Thanks for watching and stopping by, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.